I want to welcome you back to another episode of Bob Montego. And if you started building your house in Jamaica, I'd like to say a big congratulations to you. And by now, you would have figured out that while Jamaica is a land of wood and water, Jamaica is also a land of rocks and stones. And so I just want to give you some quick tips on how to deal with heavy equipment rental and perhaps some tips on delivery also. All right, so first, if you when you have a land and you need to clear it, sometimes you will hit rocks. In addition to having to clear the land, to level the land, to do whatever you need to do, sometimes you actually hit rocks. And so when you hit rock, you will need to actually rent equipment to actually, do what you need to do. All right, dig out the excavation or dig down the hillside or dig the rocks so the foundation can be set on the rocks. Okay, but while the builder will take care of that, you need to understand the whole process yourself. So first, hiring a bulldozer. Now, people hire bulldozer for primarily two reasons. One, for leveling off the land, grading down the land, and two, for digging up stones and digging down the hillside and stuff like that. So, what's the ordinary rates for a bulldozer? In the absence of standard rates, I don't know. I've searched very hard, but there's not. I haven't found anywhere that shows the rates for a bulldozer. So I'm just gonna tell you what I pay. What I pay for bulldozers, and I'm living in the western end of Jamaica, the Montego Bay end. So it may vary in different parts, but it cannot be so different. The variation in prices cannot be so different from what I pay. This is what I pay. For the bulldozer to come in, they want a minimum of 4 hours, right? So you can only hire them for a minimum of 4 hours. And the per hour rate is I pay is $8,000. So the basic 4 hour rate for the bulldozer will work out to be 4 times 8, which is 32,000 for the first 4 hours. Okay, after that it's 8 hours and so forth. Now, some places, please be mindful, some places may rent may do the price range differently. One idea I want to tell you: if you know a guy, and everybody knows a guy with a bulldozer, if you know a guy with a bulldozer, it might work out cheaper, because I've gotten rates for $5,000 an hour before from a guy that has a bulldozer, right? He's not a company and everything, because when you rent from a company, please understand that you have to the money has to be paid to the secretary sitting in the office, the driver, and the owner, and so forth. So companies might be a little more expensive, but prices will vary. But what I pay standardly is like $8,000 an hour, and they do it for a minimum of 4 hours. If you are needing a bulldozer with a jackhammer, because sometimes there are varying grades of jackhammer. They're portable jackhammers, and then there's bulldozers with jackhammer on the back that can really pound at solid rocks, because Jamaica bedrock, it has some very solid bedrock, flat rocks and stuff like that. And so sometimes you need a bulldozer with the jackhammer to really break up some of those heavy stones. When you're renting regular jackhammer, I'm sorry, that the bulldozer with a jackhammer, usually I pay is like $10,000 an hour, and it's the same deal for 4 hours, a minimum of 4 hours. Jackhammer, portable jackhammer. Most digging that you need to do with a jackhammer um, will require like a medium range jackhammer. And I have to tell you, it's best if you only need a medium range jackhammer, because for that, the rate I pay for that is like $5,000 a day. Again, it varies from where you are and who you're renting it from, but I rent from a guy that has a reasonable medium range jackhammer. And to dig out the foundation, I spend he charges me $5,000 a day for the jackhammer. The bulldozer rate is different; it's per hour, but the portable jackhammer, will run you like about $5,000 and may vary depending on where you are. All right. If you are needing to deliver, and you will need to deliver stuff, just want to give you some basic ideas. I can't give you prices because it depends on where you are. People, different people, different prices, different places. But delivery, the big ticket items for delivery when you're building is going to be your cement, your sand and stone, your steel. Those are the big ticket items. And so I'm going to suggest that when you buy sand, stone, steel, building blocks, and cement, it's best to buy from a company that is willing to do the delivery. All right, because to hire a separate truck to do the delivery might cost you a pretty penny. All right, so try to buy from maybe a block factory or a hardware that does delivery, and so they'll give you a better price for that. When I buy those things, I usually buy from like within a 2-mile radius from where I'm at, so it may cost me like say $5,000 or $6,000 a trip. If it's the sand they're carrying, it may cost me that, and then the stone may be something else. But depending on where you are, don't know what it will cost you then. But it's better to buy from a company that either make blocks or a hardware that sells blocks and cement and all of that. It's cheaper for them to deliver. All right, so please bear those in mind. If you need a bulldozer to grade down your place, to level out the place, or it's gonna run you what I pay is like $8,000 an hour for a minimum of 4 hours, and most of those bulldozer rate are tied up in minimum of 4 hours. Or if you know someone, a guy down the street or around the corner that will do it for cheaper, it's usually cheaper when you know a guy that way. All right. Jackhammer bulldozers can come with jackhammer, can do real heavy duty digging up, and you can also use a portable jackhammer, which is way cheaper. A guy will rent you, or a company will rent you for far less. It's usually a per day rate that they charge you. All right, and my hope is that you'll only need a portable jackhammer. You can plug it in, or it's attached to whatever power fixtures it comes with. All right, and delivery again. Buy your stuff from a hardware that will deliver your stuff, because the delivery costs will be cheaper, because delivery costs can sometimes run more than the product itself if you're not careful. All right, so good luck. I want to thank you for joining Bob Montego, and if you have not yet done so, please like, share, subscribe, and tell someone about my videos. Thanks again for watching.